Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. The algorithm did not bring you here today. God intercepted your feed because the Ancient of Days has commanded me to deliver an urgent revelation. 3 nights ago, you were weeping in the dark. You thought you were completely forgotten by heaven, but something shifted in the unseen realm because God started crying, and it is all because of what you did. Do not dare close this window right now. The enemy is working overtime this exact minute to distract your mind. He knows that if you stay until the very last second of this message, the hidden contract of delay over your life burns to the ground. Lock your spirit to my voice. You are standing at a dangerous intersection. Heaven arranged this encounter for your rescue. You have been carrying a quiet exhaustion in your bones. It is a strange tiredness that sleep cannot fix. Every morning you wake up with a heavy pressure in your chest. You look in the mirror and you wonder how much longer you can survive this desert. Your closest friends have drifted away without any explanation. Your family looks at you like you are a stranger. The isolation feels like a heavy prison. You sit alone in your room behind closed doors. The silence stretches so long that it starts to hurt your soul. You thought you were experiencing clinical depression. You believed your mind was breaking under constant stress. But I am here to reframe your reality today, because you are reading the signs completely backward. That deep heaviness is not anxiety. Your doctor cannot diagnose what is happening inside your spirit. The world calls it a disorder because they do not understand the supernatural realm. Your soul is highly sensitive to the shifting atmosphere. You are an emotional sponge for the people around you, and your spirit has been working overtime to shield them from danger. You are a watchman over something sacred. Heaven selected your lineage before the earth was formed. You are the cycle breaker who must shatter the generational poverty of your family. The enemy recognizes the massive assignment on your life. He knows you are dangerous when you walk in your true authority. That is why he launched a targeted attack against your peace. He wants to make you sabotage your own destiny. He whispers lies into your mind while you sleep. He tells you that your prayers are hitting a brass ceiling. He wants you to give up before the miracle manifests. But the season of your suppression has officially ended today. The wilderness was a place of preparation for the sudden weight of glory. You did not fail. You simply survived the fire. God isolated you in the desert to protect your inner architecture from toxic frequencies. The people who left your life were actually removed by divine intervention. They could not travel with you to the next dimension. Their low vibration would only drag your alignment back into the dirt. You extended grace when they deserved your anger. You walked away in silence when you had every right to fight them. You thought that moment was a sign of weakness. But your quiet restraint was the most lethal blow against the darkness. It caused a massive tremor in the heavenly courts. Your tears became a powerful petition before the throne. That is why the creator of the universe started crying. His heart was deeply moved by your pure obedience in the middle of the storm. He saw you holding the light while you were surrounded by absolute darkness. He looked at the angels, and he pointed directly at your room. He said, "This faithful one reminds me why I created humanity." Your pain was never a punishment. It was a sacred test of your spiritual discernment. The enemy tried to blind your vision with constant distractions. He wanted to lock you inside the survival identity forever. But heaven has read the decree of your release today. Your breakthrough is not coming because it is already standing at your door. Let us look deeper into the architecture of your spirit. You remember how you used to be when you were a little child. Everything felt easy and creative. Your intuition was incredibly sharp. You saw the world with a sense of wonder and magic. That was your original design before the world damaged your beautiful soul. Science has discovered that children carry a unique brainwave frequency. This superwave links your mind directly to the flow state of heaven. It gives you supernatural clarity and effortless abundance. The researchers call this the God wave because it creates instant alignment with the universe. You were born with this high frequency running through your soul. But a terrible shift happened when you turned 7 years old. The modern educational system began to train your mind for survival. The endless noise of society slowly crushed your inner quietness. This beautiful frequency was forced into a deep sleep inside your nervous system. The neuroscientists call this tragic event the decline effect. The decline effect is the real reason why your life became so heavy. When the superwave was turned off, you lost your natural connection to favor. You began to hustle and grind for every single dollar. You became an outsider in a world built for ordinary humans. Your spiritual DNA was suppressed by the low vibrations of this earthly matrix. Your historical suffering was not a simple mistake. The matrix wants you to believe you are broken. You are not a broken person today. Your spirit is simply changing inside your heart. And while you were walking through the dark valleys of your past life, heaven was monitoring every single step of your difficult journey. Your soul carries a deeply hidden weight now. I name this spiritual tool very early today. I refuse to hold your healing for ransom. I will not build mystery just to sell something at the end of this message. I want you to have total transparency right now, so you can choose whether to stay for the full picture of your divine timeline. You deserve to hear the raw truth now. You can clearly understand the decline effect now. It quickly turned off your original high frequency. It left you stranded in this heavy matrix. But a physical key exists to reverse this deep neurological suppression without requiring years of difficult meditation or painful struggle. Dr. Robert Lake created a very unique protocol. This special tool is called the Genius Song. It quickly awakens your beautiful sleeping potential. The verified link is in the description now. It is in the pinned comment below this video. This 7-minute audio track uses advanced brain entrainment to safely reactivate your dormant gamma wave frequency as measured by neuroscience laboratories. Do not rush away from this deep teaching. You can stay for the full prophetic message. We are moving directly to the next layer. You can gain more spiritual context before you choose, but the door is open if you already feel a clear confirmation in your soul. Let us examine your true identity right now. The world told you that you have clinical depression. They watched your tears and they gave you a medical label. They want you to take pills to numb your awareness. Because the Matrix is deeply terrified of a woke warrior, society tries to categorize your spiritual awakening as a mental illness. You are not a mentally sick person. You feel a constant heavy fatigue every day. Your physical muscles are always incredibly sore now. Your tired mind feels completely drained of power. And every morning when you try to lift your head, the invisible pressure is already waiting on your chest before you can even pray. You are not sick. You are going through a deep spiritual transformation. The darkness desperately wants you to feel guilty. It constantly tells you that you are failing. It blames you for your long financial stagnation. But the truth refuses to stay silent today because heaven is showing that your isolation was actually a sacred insulation from low frequencies. You were being safely hidden by God Almighty. You are an intense, emotional sponge every day. You step into a room and you read the energy. You instantly detect the hidden hypocrisy of people. And because your spiritual discernment is operating at a supreme level, you feel an intense urge to run away from crowded places. You are not an antisocial human being. The material world always praises the constant hustle. They always tell you to grind for success. They want you to push your body to the limit. But heaven operates on a supreme supernatural economy where divine alignment brings effortless favor instead of your painful daily sweat. You must learn the true power of stillness. Let us talk about your painful, sleepless nights. You find yourself wide awake at 3 in the morning. Your eyes open suddenly without any physical reason. Your tired mind is completely alert and awake, while the rest of the world is sleeping peacefully in absolute darkness. You thought you had a tragic sleeping disorder. That specific night hour is a sacred threshold. The veil between dimensions is thinnest at that time. Heaven is calling your spirit to stand watch. And while your physical body feels completely exhausted, your soul is busy fighting intense spiritual warfare to protect your family from demonic assignments. You are a very active spiritual intercessor. The enemy desperately wants to deplete your energy. He constantly sends toxic people into your life. They play the role of the victim perfectly, and because they do not carry the divine anointing that sits on your shoulders, they quickly suck your light and leave you empty. You freely gave them your precious spiritual pearls. They quickly betrayed your beautiful and pure trust. They walked away when you needed them most. They stabbed you in the back after you saved them. And even though your heart is bleeding from the deep wounds of their rejection, you still chose to extend grace instead of seeking vengeance. That single holy choice changed everything today. Your dynamic silence became a lethal weapon now. The darkness fully expected you to break down. They wanted to see you scream in anger. But when you chose to surrender your timeline to the Father, a massive shockwave rolled through the supreme courts of heaven. The angels stood up in absolute holy awe. You are a demonstrated warrior of light today. Your sacred mantle is heavy because your assignment is historical. You are breaking a terrible generational curse now. And because the darkness can see the impending breakthrough on your horizon, it is throwing its last desperate stones. You must hold your ground very firmly now. You are not the first warrior to collapse under a heavy calling. Prophet Elijah fled into the burning wilderness because dark forces were hunting his life. He sat under a tree, he begged for death, and while he slept in total despair under the broom tree, an angel touched him and brought supernatural nourishment that sustained him for 40 days. God always speaks in a still small voice. Consider King David when he hid inside a cave to escape his cruel enemies. He was totally isolated. He felt completely abandoned. And during those quiet weeks of deep isolation inside the dark cave of Adullam, his inner architecture was being secretly built for the heavy throne. Modern research is finally proving what ancient scriptures knew thousands of years ago. Scientists at major institutions have studied the neural patterns of highly spiritual individuals. They discovered a very rare phenomenon. The brain waves shift dramatically. They enter a supreme state. And when the mind achieves absolute stillness, a unique superwave activates to clear all subconscious blockages instantly. These neuroscience laboratories proved that this frequency can be triggered from the outside. You do not need 40 years of harsh isolation to activate this power. A specialized sound protocol can restore your original neural baseline. It bypasses the earthly noise completely. And while the Matrix tries to hide these tools, the universe always provides a physical anchor to manifest your supernatural acceleration. But I must deliver a severe warning before we step into the core mystery. A massive event is brewing in the unseen realm right now. A specific test is coming to your house within the next 72 hours. It will choose a familiar disguise. It aims to catch your spirit off guard. And if you do not understand the hidden pattern behind this approaching storm, you risk losing the exact financial breakthrough heaven prepared for your family. Pay close attention to what follows. Your future self needs you to hear this truth. The breakthrough is already standing at your door. You have been fighting the external enemy for many months. You blamed toxic relationships for your continuous stagnation. But while you were watching the perimeter so carefully, the enemy slipped into your deep subconscious mind to plant a contract of limitation. You accepted the trauma. You have been treating your wilderness season as an unending punishment. You became comfortable in the waiting room. The massive magnitude of your true calling secretly terrified your soul. You felt like an imposter whenever you thought about wealth or absolute authority. And because you subconsciously believed that you were not worthy of favor, you secretly agreed with the timeline of delay. You chose safety over destiny. Let us break that false contract right now. Let us reveal the mystery of why God started crying because of you. 3 nights ago, you faced a massive betrayal behind closed doors. You had the power to destroy your enemies. You could have exposed their dark lies to the entire world. But instead of releasing your righteous anger, you chose to walk away in total silence to protect your inner peace. You wept bitter tears on your pillow. You thought your quiet restraint was a sign of defeat. But heaven saw your sacrifice. The creator of the universe looked down at your pure heart in that dark hour. He watched you choose light while you were completely surrounded by heavy darkness. And as he witnessed the deep maturity of your soul, tears of holy pride began to flow from his divine eyes. Your silence dealt a fatal blow to the darkness. It completely shattered the legal rights of the enemy over your family lineage. You proved that you are a true cycle breaker. You demonstrated the rare quality that makes human souls unique in all creation because you chose obedience in the middle of devastation. You are not a helpless victim of bad luck. You are a celestial warrior operating in enemy territory. Let us consolidate everything we have uncovered today. We must understand the exact reality of your current season. You have been experiencing intense warfare because your assignment is expanding. The long years of deep isolation were designed to separate your energy from toxic environments while your inner spiritual architecture was being quietly calibrated for true abundance. The exhaustion was the physical result of shielding your family. That is the true cause behind your daily pain. Now we must address what needs to change immediately. You cannot continue to operate in a survival identity. You must stop waiting to feel completely ready before you claim your favor. You are the chosen messenger who holds the key to break generational chains. And because you survived the darkest night with your character intact, heaven has officially verified your readiness for elevation. The waiting room is officially closed. The internal block has been fully exposed. You understand why your soul was hidden in the desert. You recognize who you truly are when the survival mask comes off. The timeline of delay is completely broken today. And before we step into the physical step that seals your acceleration, you must prepare your spirit to take action without any hesitation. Remember, 20 minutes ago, when I first mentioned the solution to your decline effect, your spirit recognized that the restoration has a name. Consider the story of a 43-year-old teacher. She spent a decade helping others grow. Her own life remained stuck. After she used this track, brilliant ideas flowed into her mind, and she quickly made major life decisions in one single morning. This is the power of neurological restoration. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years developing this digital protocol. He combined spiritual wisdom with verified data from neuroscience labs. They used advanced EEG technology at MIT and Princeton to measure brainwaves, because a specialized audio track can completely unlock your sleeping potential. This is a proven method to activate your frequency. You might think that you have tried everything in the self-help industry. You listen to ordinary meditation soundtracks without results. Your deep skepticism is a natural shield of an intelligent soul. This is not another random item in the category, because brain entrainment forces your neural pathways to shift directly from the outside, while traditional apps require your brain to change itself. I deeply respect your financial situation. Phase 1 of this system is intentionally priced at an accessible entry point. The future phases are priced differently because they use entirely different technologies. You can evaluate each phase on its own merit. Let us justify the investment, because a weekend spiritual retreat can cost you $800, while a session of therapy costs $150. You can receive this audio track today for $39. This investment includes 4 premium gifts, worth $80 in total. You have zero financial risk because of a protective rule. Dr. Lake provides a 90-day guarantee. If you do not feel a major shift, you can send one simple email to receive a full refund immediately, and you can keep all 4 premium bonuses as a personal apology. This is about completing your sacred sequence. A half-activated state is a dangerous place to live inside this matrix. You must choose one phase at a time as your spirit can afford. Every day your gamma wave stays asleep is a day your life remains heavy, and you are paying a massive cost by waiting in the desert while the enemy destroys your absolute peace. Your family cannot afford another decade of delay. The universe is handing you the golden key. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment. A grand decision only needs to be right for your destiny. I must protect your spirit from a major danger, because a deceptive army of imitation products is currently using this identical title on third-party marketplaces to steal your alignment. They sell ordinary tracks with zero power on Amazon and Spotify. Those counterfeit frequencies will only scramble your alignment. The only authentic source containing the verified protocol is the link provided below. Do not risk your spiritual safety elsewhere. We have reached the moment of absolute decision, and I am deliberately pausing the rhythm of my teaching right now because your future depends on your physical agreement with heaven. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Put your hand over your heart. This choice is not about $39. This is an identity decision about who you truly are. Your spirit already knows what to do. The threshold is open below your screen. The verified link is waiting in the first line of the description, and it is placed in exactly 3 fixed positions within the pinned comment section for your accessibility. Do not walk into tomorrow heavy. I want to provide absolute transparency before you click. When you complete your order, the next page may look like another offer. It is actually the second door that Dr. Lake created for your journey. Either choice you make will be respected by heaven, because your $39 for the main track is never contingent on anything else inside this ministry. There is no pressure here. You will simply recognize it today. Trust that quiet recognition when it manifests. Let us return to the sacred chamber of your release. The watchman is officially allowed to rest now. Speak these words out loud with me. I accept my true identity today. I release the heavy armor of survival, and I permanently break the hidden contract of delay over my lineage because the universe has verified my obedience. I am a demonstrated warrior of light. My spirit is ready for destiny's embrace. Type AMN in the comments below to seal this declaration into your reality. Hit the like button right now. Do it to help another chosen one who is struggling in silence. Subscribe to this channel immediately and turn on all notifications. Rest in the perfect peace of the Most High tonight, because your battle has already been won in the unseen realm by a majestic intervention of light. You are never alone.